Very good morning, students. Welcome to all. Now, students, we will continue on our previous topic, that is Old and New Religion, Class 7, Chapter number 1st, History. Okay, so students, let's take a short recap. What we have seen previously in this chapter, in this topic. Okay, so basically, in the medieval period, students, we are talking about the medieval period in this chapter. Okay, so during the medieval period, there were so many changes in terms of the religion also. It means many of the new religions came and many of the old religions vanished. Okay, so during this period, Brahmins, especially if I talked about the Brahmins, then Brahmins earned a lot of respect from all the people, including kings and common men. Why? Because the language Sanskrit, students, listen carefully, the language Sanskrit was known by the Brahmins also. Okay, and there were some patrons also of the religions, the patrons of the religions. Now students, what is the meaning of patron over here? Patron, it means the supporters of the religions, those who follow the religion, they are known as the patrons. Okay, so by this way, the Brahmins were the main people in the medieval period. Brahmins were the main people for the religions, for the different type of religions. And now people started to people started to worship their own deities. Okay, so in this now in this topic we will move ahead, students. So during this period, student, there were the other religions also apart from the Hindu religion was there, student, but apart from the Hindu religion, there were the other religions that we have to see. Okay, so students, one such religion was the Muslim religion. Okay, so this was also the period when new religions emerged. For example, Muslim religion. Okay, it is believed that some of the merchants and migrants. Now, if someone asks you who brought the Muslim religion in the Indian subcontinent, so basically the Muslim religion was brought by some of the merchants. Merchant, it means businessmen. So here are the answer I told you, students. The Muslim religion was brought by some of the businessmen and migrants. Migrants, it means those people who came from the outside. So these people brought the Muslim religion in India. Okay, and they also brought the ideas of Quran. Okay, ideas of Quran, and in which time, students, this Muslim religion came in India, and these ideas were brought by the merchants and migrants in India in 7th century. In 7th century. Okay, now here question arises to you, what is Quran? Okay, like in Hindu religion, as you know all, Bhagavad Gita is the holy book of the Hindus. So like Bhagavad Gita, Quran is the holy book of the Muslim. Okay, Quran is regarded as the holy book of the Muslims, and most of the Muslim followers believed in the Quran. Okay, and this Quran believed in the one God, it means Allah. Okay, and this one God, one Allah, every Muslim people can follow this God, can follow this Allah without any discrimination. It means in terms of the religion, in Muslims, in terms of religion, there will not be any type of discrimination. Okay, there is no discrimination in the worshipping of the God, of the Allah. Clear, students? Now next is the Muslim religion. In other words, you can say Muslim religion also as a Islam religion, and the holy book of the Muslim is Quran. Now here I will show you some pictures of the Quran, how the Quran look like, students. As you can see, student, this is the picture of holy book Quran. Okay, can you see this? Holy book, Quran. Okay, then this is the writing in the Quran. It is not in our language. It is in the Persian language, Urdu language. So we cannot understand this language of Quran. Clear? Okay. And as I told you, students, Muslim religion is also called as the Islam religion in the other world. So at that time, many of the kings also were there. Muslim kings, Mughal kings, Tughlaqs. Okay, so all these kings supported this Islam religion. Okay, and they also supported the ulama. Now, what is the meaning of ulama? Ulama, it means the religious teachers. Students, be careful over here. Ulama, it means what? Ulama, it means the religious teachers of the Muslim religion, of the Islam religion. Clear? Okay. So in Muslim, like in India, there are many people who follow the different type of gods, different type of deities we are following. Okay, so like in Muslims also, not so many types, but there are two types of people in the Muslim. The first is what? The first is the Shia Muslim. Okay, SHIA, Shia Muslim, and the another part is the Sunni Muslim. Student, once again I repeat. Shia, SHIA, and Sunni, SUNNI. There are two groups in the Muslim, Shia and Sunni. Okay, now what is Shia? Okay, who follows the Shia group and who follows the Sunni group, and who was the founder of the Shia and Sunni? Okay, so basically Shia Muslim. When I talk about the Shia Muslim, SHIA, Shia Muslim, they believe that the Prophet's son-in-law, Prophet, it means the Allah. Okay, Prophet's son-in-law Ali. Okay, Prophet's son-in-law Ali was the leader of the Muslim. So they are the followers of the Shia Muslims. Shia group. Okay, Prophet, it means here Muhammad Paigambar. Okay, they believe that Muhammad Paigambar's son-in-law Ali was the leader of the Muslim group. So they follow the Shia group. And the other is Sunni group. They accepted the dominance of the Khalifa. Khalifa, it means the earlier leader of the Muslims. So they are the followers of the Sunni group. Clear? Shia and Sunni. Now students, next topic we are going to take is thinking about time and historical periods. Okay, this is the last topic of the chapter. Thinking about time and historical periods. How can we think about the time, and what about the historical periods? When the time passed away, students, as the time passed away, it brought so many historical changes. Okay, as you have seen, it brought so many historical changes, social changes, economical changes. Okay, so with the study of time, we can divide the history. The history can be divided into three parts. The history is divided into three parts by the British historians. Okay, so British historians divide the history into three parts. Which three parts? It is according to the dominance of the different type of people. For example, first of all, in India, Hindu rulers were there. So the first part is the Hindu. Then Muslims came. So second part is the Muslim, and then Britishers came. Then third part is the British. So Indian history is divided into three parts: Hindu, Muslim, and British. But one more thing, student, is over here. When they divided the history, they didn't consider the some aspect, like they didn't consider the economy, they didn't consider the society, culture. These all the things they didn't consider. Those who divided the history, they didn't consider the society, culture, economy. These all the things were exempted from the history. Okay. So after considering, when our historian divided the history, okay, after taking all the consideration, so we can divide the history into three types. Again, first is the ancient history. Student, first type is the ancient history. Ancient history, it means in class 6th you have studied, okay, like the life of the farmers, lives of the hunter gatherers, lives of the animal herders, okay, early societies, okay, earlier villages, earlier cities, the way of living, earlier way of living. So all these things included in the ancient history. Medieval history, it means what you are learning right now, it is called the medieval history, like a different type of rulers, the lives of the rulers, the lives of the kings, about the Brahmins, about the different type of religion. So all these things included in the medieval history. Okay. And in the last period, student, in the later years after medieval period, the third part of the history according to the Indian historian is the modern history, which you will study in the 8th standard. Okay, in modern history you will learn about how the society, Indian society became prosper, how the society economically changed, socially how the society changed, physically the society changed. Okay, what type of new changes came in the society? Britishers came, railways also came. Okay, new type of economical changes also done. Okay, some of the European companies also came to India to invade the India because they have attracted from India. That's why they came to India. Okay, so this all the changes will come in the modern history. So according to the Britishers, the Indian history was divided into three parts, that is Hindu, Muslim and British. But when our historians divided the Indian history, so then they divided the Indian history into again three parts, that is ancient, medieval and modern. Okay student, please take care of this. Okay, now what you have to do student, here chapter ends. What you have to do today, you have to revise all the topics from starting, from beginning to end. You have to revise all the topics because tomorrow we are going to take the exercise. Okay, tomorrow we are going to take the exercise so we can conclude how much we know and how much we don't. Okay, so be ready with the exercise tomorrow. Okay students, thank you so much, take care.